Good morning. Good morning. Vitamin D drops are so yummy. You're a chatty little man. The Haka for me has literally been life-changing. Like, look at how much milk I got this morning when I was breastfeeding. You literally just put it on the other side that you're not feeding on, and it just like catches the letdown. Obviously it's more than like would go into like your bra because like there's a little bit of suction to it, but literally this is 3 ounces. This is as much as I would get in almost a pumping session, and I am really like not the biggest fan in the entire world of pumping, and so if I can like skip a session or two of pumping during the course of the day but still get as much milk as I want to get throughout the course of the day, it makes me so happy. And I've been doing this like once or twice a day to like just get the other side, and oh my god, it's life-changing. Like 3 ounces, this is so great. I love this for me. Also, I put him down 3 seconds ago. Sir, you are supposed to be a sweet boy now. Literally put my breakfast together and he started screaming. So this is what we're doing now. He just wanted to snuggle. He just wanted to snuggle with me. Hi, hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel. I just finished up getting ready for the day. I literally held him the entire time that I was eating my muffin because that is where we are at right now. I think that he is in Leap 2 now. I got the Wonder Weeks app that everybody suggests that you should get, and it's saying that between 6 to 8 weeks, he is now 7 weeks, that he could be moving into Leap 2. So it's just a developmental stage, so he's going to be able to like start to do more and see more, and his senses are elevated, and it definitely feels like he is going into a Leap 2. He is certainly not sleeping as well throughout the course of the night. He used to give us like he's sitting right there just listening to me talk. He used to be giving us like 3 to 4 hour stretches at night, and now we're lucky if we get like 2, maybe 3 hour stretches of sleep, but that time starts from the moment he wakes up to the moment he goes back to bed. So for him, he's kind of asleep the entire time, but for us, it's like we have to change his diaper, we have to feed him, and so I'm literally getting 1, maybe 2 hour of sleep at a time right now. So he's definitely not sleeping as well. He is nursing so much more frequently. He used to just take one side during the day, but I was taking both pretty much every single time. And then last, and this is kind of the biggest thing, is he has been super clingy to mommy recently. And everything I'm reading about Leap 2 says that they become very clingy and attached to mom more than normal. Okay. That they become super clingy and attached to mom a lot more than normal. And so like right now he was just literally lying there for like a few seconds, and he started freaking out because he wants to be held and he wants to be snuggling me all the time. But he's so much more awake now, which is so much more fun. He's like playing, he's giving me social smiles now, which is so fun. He like looks around, he's looking directly at people. He'll like follow you if you move from side to side. If I'm talking to him, he might give me a little smile, which is awesome. So it's been a lot of fun, but he's definitely in Leap 2, and I'm not sleeping as well, and that's definitely a little exhausting, but we gotta get you ready for the day, huh? Gotta get you out of your jammies. I'm sorry, but look at how freaking cute he is. Is he not the cutest thing you've ever seen? Are you not the cutest thing you've ever seen? He is definitely starting to be awake a lot more often. Like his wake windows have gone from like 15 to 30 minutes to like 45 to... Oh, okay. From like 45 to 90 minutes now, so a lot longer. And at first I was like, okay, what the heck do I do with you during this time frame, because you are awake so much longer than you used to be. So what I've kind of started to create a routine of is during every wake window, and a wake window is literally from the moment that he wakes up to the moment he goes back down for a nap. So whether that's 45 minutes or an hour and a half, I try every single wake window to change him, to feed him, and to play with him at some point during that wake window. The order of it kind of varies, and I kind of let him lead it and cue it depending on what he is in the... Did you spit up on me? We just put on a brand new outfit for the day. I kind of let him cue it, however, whatever he is in the mood for. So if he wakes up and he's in a super good mood and he's not screaming and crying right away, then we typically play right away. and then after we play, I'll change his diaper and then I'll feed him. But sometimes he wakes up and I know that he has a dirty diaper, and so I'll change his diaper right away, play with him, and then feed him. And sometimes he's just so absolutely angry that I wake him up, change him, feed him, and then if he still has the energy for it, then I play with him. Honestly, that's the most perfect situation. There are some times, especially right now, he's literally only 7 weeks old, where he wakes up and I change him and feed him and he goes right back to sleep. It's not always the most perfect situation, right? It's not always the most perfect situation, but in the most ideal situation, I am playing with him, changing him and feeding him during every wake window. Just whether we're doing tummy time, whether I'm kind of talking to him just like this, just trying to get some engagement in. I like to make sure that he like smiles at me a little bit and he's looking at me moving side to side. Sometimes we read books together. It depends, but I'm really just trying to take advantage of his wake windows, because at first when he's awake for longer, you're like, okay, what the heck do I do with you now? You're awake so much more. So now we've just developed a good routine that works for us in the most perfect of days, and sometimes it doesn't work at all and he's just screaming and crying, and so I wake him up, change him, feed him, and put him right back to sleep. Right? But you're getting a little fussy, so is it time to get some milkies? Okay. We got back from our walk a little bit ago. We did like 2.5 miles and it felt so freaking good. It is so toasty outside. We are going over to my parents' house now for a little pool day, so wanted to show you guys the bathing suit of the day. I am literally obsessed. I think this actually might be spit out from the last time I wore it, now that I'm reflecting. I am literally obsessed with Cupshe bathing suits. So this bathing suit is from Cupshe. I literally love it. It is cool. It's like this like kind of like waffled like material right here, like, and it like it's just so nice. Honestly, everything right now is like, can I nurse in it? And this one's really easy because I can like pull the strap down or just lift it up and boom, he's right there. So like everything I wear is like, is it nursing accessible? And this is, and I really like it. But here is a little 7-week postpartum body update. I cannot believe I am almost 2 months postpartum. That is literally the craziest thing to think about, but this is kind of where we are at right now. This is flexing, and then that's just relaxed, and then same thing from the front if I flex, and then very relaxed. It has felt so nice being back in the gym the past week. This is week 2 of me being back in the gym, and it feels so good. But this is where we are at right now. It's definitely like been a process learning to love my postpartum body, and I have good days and bad days with it. Like I know in the back of my mind, I can tell myself and I can tell you guys like, love the skin you're in, your body is perfect the way that you are, and it is, and you are enough exactly as you are, and it is, and I know I can tell myself all of those things, and I can tell myself like, my body did something so incredible. I am so proud of my body. I grew a human being. I birthed my baby. Like I can tell myself all of those things. And it's the truth. I genuinely believe all of those things. But sometimes it is definitely very difficult when I look in the mirror and I don't look the way I looked pre-pregnancy, because during my pregnancy I was like, oh my god, I have a baby growing inside of me, like look at how cool, look at my cute bump, I loved dressing my bump. Now like the bump's gone and I don't look the way I looked before I got pregnant, and sometimes that can be really difficult, and I think it's okay to acknowledge that. And it's been a process. I have good days and bad days with it. Sometimes I can look in the mirror and I'm like, I am so proud of my body. I am so proud of what it has done for me, and I'm really proud of how far I've come even in 7 weeks of giving birth to Aja. Also, I have some days that I'm like, oh my god, everything just feels so fluffy. Like there are definitely like looser skin and skin in places that there didn't used to be. Sometimes I'm sitting and I just feel rolls that I didn't used to feel, or I'll film and there's just, I see cellulite that I didn't used to see, and that can be really, really difficult sometimes. And then I get really down on myself and I'm like, oh my god, I'm never gonna look the way that I looked before. I look so much heavier, I look so much bigger, my body just is not, I just don't like my body anymore. And then I'm like, okay Marissa, take a second, like breathe. It's okay, your body still looks amazing. There's nothing wrong with having cellulite, there's nothing wrong with having rolls. Everybody has them, but I just want to be honest and I want to be transparent that it is really difficult. I am learning to love my postpartum body, but it is difficult because I'm not pregnant anymore, and so I do compare this body, whether I want to or not. I do compare this body to the body I had pre-pregnancy, and some days I am so proud of it, and some days I think this body is better than the body I had pre-pregnancy because I'm so proud of what this one has done for me. This version of my body has done so much more for me than the one pre-pregnancy because it gave me my baby boy, and I am so proud of it for that. But some days I look in the mirror and I don't see that, and I see rolls and I see cellulite, and I just get really down on myself. And clothes fit differently. I fit in 90% of the clothes that I wore pre-pregnancy, but like my jean shorts don't fit me anymore. Some tops don't fit me anymore because all of this is a lot bigger now. And some days I'm like, ha ha ha, so funny. And some days that really gets me down, and I am like, oh my god, like sometimes I really want to wear a specific outfit and I'm like, okay, I'll just put it on. It used to fit me, and then I put it on, it just does not look the same way that it used to look beforehand. And that can be really difficult, even though you know why, even though you're so happy with it, even though you love your body and it's enough the way it is, that can still be really hard. And so right now my mindset is kind of just like fake it till you make it. And I am trying to like, I am not the most confident version of myself right now, but I'm really proud of this body right now, and I'm not going to stop wearing bathing suits. I'm not going to stop wearing sports bras and shorts to the gym because I know I'm going to get to a point where I feel super confident in my own skin again. And some days I really do, and some days I do not at all, and I think that's totally normal. But I'm not going to stop doing it because I don't feel, even though I'm not the most confident version of myself, that I need to hide my body. I know it can be really easy, and I know people probably look at me and she looks so good. She doesn't even look like she had a baby 7 weeks ago. And I feel really good, and I feel really proud of my body, but that doesn't mean that I don't have self-conscious moments and self-conscious days, and that it's really hard sometimes, because I do still compare, whether I want to or not, I do still compare this body to the body I had pre-pregnancy. It's impossible not to, in my opinion, but I am really proud of this body that I have right now, and I am learning to love it. But it has been a process, and there are good days and bad days with it, in all honesty. And I just feel like it's important to share that because I think so many people go through it, and I can feel really guilty about being self-conscious sometimes because I'm like, look at what this body did for you. Look at your baby boy. That is why your body looks the way it looks now. You should be so proud of your body. You shouldn't feel insecure about your body. But sometimes I do, and that's okay, and I think that's totally normal. And I just want to give you guys some love if maybe you're feeling a little insecure about your body right now, because your body is perfect and it is enough exactly as it is right now. But it's also okay, and your feelings are valid if it's not your favorite or best or most confident version of yourself right now.
Move here. And now move here.
I feel like the life of a parent is always just sprinting around from one thing to the next thing. Like, I just put AJ down for a nap like 15 minutes ago, and right now he is not the best napper when he is not literally in your arms. Like, he still wakes up a decent amount, and so I know I probably at most have a 15-20 minute time frame before he wakes up. Then I gotta pick him up and get him ready for the day. So I'm like, okay, how much can I accomplish in the meantime? So I need to get ready for the gym before, so I can drop and get all of his stuff together so I can drop him off at my parents' house. I could only imagine later when he has like very specific nap times, like he naps at like 10:30 and 3:30. It's gonna be that much more specific. Right now it's kind of all over the place, but I know that if I put him down, I literally have 15-20 minutes of free time to do as many things as physically possible with both of my hands, because after those 15 minutes are up, he's going to be awake, he's going to be crying, and he's going to need his mom. My sunshine happy when skies are gray. Never know, dear, how much. This wrap literally has been the best thing in the entire world. It's probably the thing that I recommend the most to have, especially if you have a contact napper, because I can get so much done because he is in this wrap. Like, I was able to go put his laundry in, I was able to go empty the dishwasher. Did he cry a decent amount of the time? Yes, but then eventually he calmed down and now he has passed out. Like, he always eventually calms down when he's in the wrap. Sometimes he's a little fussy at first, but then like within 10 minutes he calms down because he's just close to me and I'm patting his butt and I'm singing to him, and then eventually he calms down. But oh my god, I feel like I'm in this like constant race. Like I said this morning, like I put him down for like 3 seconds to go make myself a chai earlier, and he's screaming at the top of his lungs, you're doing everything like as fast as humanly possible. So it's so nice with this that eventually he calms down so I can like go put laundry in or go empty the dishwasher. And although I know he's safe and it's totally fine if he cries, I just don't like hearing him cry. So if I can have him nice and close to me and comfort him, that's what I want to do. Now if I could get him to put his head into the wrap, that would be a huge win. But one step at a time. Listen, we don't want to overdo it right now. I'm just happy that I got him to calm down a little bit. The workout today was literally so good. It has been so incredible being back into the gym. This is my second week being back into the gym. Last week I kept it fairly simple. I basically just did dumbbells, kettlebells, and then machines. This week I started to like up it a little bit. I've started to incorporate the barbell and do a couple exercises. You guys saw that today I did barbell back squats and it just felt so good. I'm still really trying to ease back into it because I know that I was not doing all those exercises for a little bit, and so I don't want to like just jump back into it as if I was. Obviously my core isn't as strong as it used to be, so I'm really trying to focus on deep core exercises as well to get back into it, but it just feels so good. I honestly really have enjoyed my routine. I've kind of got back into my 4-day split that I was doing while I was pregnant and pre-pregnancy. So I'm doing 4 days. I have 2 upper body and 2 lower body days. I'm doing a glute and hamstring focus day, a push day, so chest, shoulders, and triceps. And then I'm doing a leg day, which is more quad focused, and I'm doing a pull day, which is back and biceps, and I've really been enjoying it. On the other 3 days, I'm basically taking the weekends completely and entirely off unless I decide I want to go for like a super light walk with Timmy because he's off, or just get outside and go for a little walk, but nothing crazy like for exercise type of walk. And then on that 3rd day, I am maybe doing some yoga, maybe going for a walk, sometimes taking it entirely and completely as a rest. I'm really just trying to listen to my body because like I said to you guys, like I'm not trying to get back into my routines, like get my pre-pregnancy body back and do this and do that. Like I just want to feel good. Exercise makes me feel so good, and I just want to ease back into it. Like, what is going to be the fun of getting back into the gym, going all out, trying to hit a PR, and then injuring myself and being out for weeks and weeks and weeks. So like my mindset towards fitness right now is just to do movement that feels good, and right now doing those 4 lifts a week feels really good, but I'm also just easing my way back into it. I'm obviously really slowly starting to increase my weight, so this week was just like getting back into using a little bit of heavier weights, but still a lot lighter than I was doing. I'm still not trying to like hit a PR or do anything crazy. Like I really want to give myself time to get back into it and to not put pressure on myself, because it was like for 9 months my body was literally growing this baby and my core was stretched to the max. My stomach was stretched to the max. My body has changed. It's so different than it was 9-10 months ago, and so I really just want to give it the grace that I feel like it deserves. And while mentally I feel really ready to get back into it and to push myself and to hit a new PR and to lift really heavy, and I just can't wait to feel super strong again, it just feels so good right now to be back into the gym, and physically I know I'm not ready for that yet. So I'm really trying to be patient with myself and to ease my way back into it and just really give myself grace, because I know my body just went through something so incredible, and I'm just trying to remind myself of that. And I'm trying really hard to not compare my workouts to how they were pre-pregnancy, because they're so entirely different. So much has changed, and so I'm trying not to compare my weights to what they used to be before, being like, oh my god, this is so light compared to the way I used to lift. Like I'm really just trying to be patient and be kind to myself, and that can be really difficult, but it's definitely, that's kind of been my mindset going into it. I really want to ease back into it. Those 4 days feel really good. I would love to incorporate hot yoga when I get a chance. I just absolutely love hot yoga. I love the strength component of it, but I also love the mobility and flexibility component. I can't wait to get back into like a spin class. Like I feel really excited that I can do all of these things that I kind of stopped doing at the end of my pregnancy, but I'm also like not just trying to jump back into everything, because I know that my body needs time to ease back into it, and I really don't want to injure myself, because I threw out
my back before. I know what that can do physically and mentally to myself, and I don't want to do that to myself. So I'm just trying to be really kind to myself and ease back into it. But these 4 days right now have felt really, really good for me personally, and so that's what I'm going to continue doing. But with that being said, I'm going to wrap up the video here. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please make sure you go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. You already know it supports my channel. If you're already, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell notification so you never miss another video that I post. If you haven't, make sure you follow me on my Instagram and TikTok so you see the fitness, health, and lifestyle content that I post on there. And I will catch you guys here next time.